And welcome everybody to the third round of the Downtown RaceRoom Silhouette Championship. I'm your host, Tiziano Raimondi, as always, and I welcome you to the third round in RaceRoom Raceway Classic Sprint. But today, I am not here alone in the booth. That's right, we have some co-hosts. First of all, we have Sky Hampel. Say hi, Sky.
Oh my god, my thing was still me. Hi! That's awesome.
Absolutely awesome. And that's not all. We also have Jason Short, also known as E. You might have already seen him in the championship. Today, he's here with us in the booth. Say hello, E.
Hello. I was raptured once, but I came back only to talk.
Yeah, that's already good. All right. So, yeah, it's a new one for everyone to see new commentators. So, first of all, Sky, what are you excited to be here? Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting to be here in the booth as well. Usually I'm out on track, but obviously I'm not right now. I'm in the booth because I decided, you know what? Why not just step back for a moment and let other people shine? So,
You know what?
And
Screaming
I'm
in a
here now.
microphone is way better than driving a car.
You sound like an American.
Indeed, I
We
do.
have one.
And the
Turns
question
seven.
probably many people are asking themselves, E, why are you talking and not driving today?
Because I would sit in the back of the field if I was driving. I have had no practice whatsoever, and I think I would find a better role just being within the booth today. I'm trying to count, like, what corner's what. Is the tunnel section one singular turn, or does that count as, like, turn 7, turn 8?
I usually count it. I don't really count it as a turn because it's flat out, but I usually refer to them as the corner before the tunnel and the corner after the tunnel. I'm a
Well, yeah,
very
there's
simple
turn,
man.
there's turn 6, and I'll just refer to that right-hander after the tunnel as turn 7.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
another driver.
Just call it the corner after the tunnel, man. It's really that simple.
I mean, I like my
So-
turn 7.
Yeah. So, for everyone who was already here, what's the difference? Why are we again in RaceRoom Raceway, you might ask? Two answers. One, because it's a free content championship and there are only 4 total like racetracks if you don't count the hill climb.
Ooh,
And
well,
this is the
wonderful.
track with the most like variated layouts. And because Classic Sprint is actually a very great layout, let's see if we can find someone about to go in the new section of track. As we had the new entry in the championship, Alessandro Rota, also known as Virus, who is joining us from this round onwards. And he is also driving the Cougar C14 too, so let's have a big round of applause and let's cheer for him. I've managed to speak with him a bit and to, have a little scrap on track in practice, and he is good. So he might be one of the guys that challenges for the win today. Besides, of course, our main contenders that have been throughout the entire championship so far, Falling Falcon and also Yoni Mortz and Kordian Krasimski, also known as Vipersonics. As we now see Alessandro Rota going through the new section of track, which involves this slow chicane, then a run up to this corner over the hill. It's a very tricky corner to nail, especially on exit. It's very easy to go wide into the new last corner, which actually gets back into the previous last corner from the bridge layout, but is now way faster. This is track limits for both this and the next lap. And yeah, this is
No, I really like the new last corner on Classic Sprint now because it's really like a slingshot almost. In Bridge it feels like, yeah, it's a little bit of a slow hairpin. You get down into like second gear, but here you're able to maybe just, you're just able to lift up, off, tap the brakes a little bit and just really sling yourself through, especially with the camber on the inside.
oh yeah,
I do want to
feel
see
you.
how drivers change up their lines into the very last corner, because it used to be, you just pull Fernando Alonso into that last corner. Just just run the track, right? Why don't you just?
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you just literally? And yeah, but now it's a way trickier corner, and you like helping more, Nesu. Why are you not driving? Why are you in chat? Why are you not driving? But yeah, I mean, it's a school of thought. It's a very tricky track, this layout, I must admit. So I kind of get where you're coming from, but it's a difference. And we can say we have 5 runs in the championship now, so I mean, it's a win. Now, 9 minutes left in the practice. I would like to move some drivers here for a little bit of an interview time just before we hop into practice and they have to lock in and concentrate.
Oh, it sounds like Nessie is locked in, but in a different way.
Yeah. I'm gonna very
Smoke
quickly...
the good stuff? I'm confused.
Okay, so... Hello, Firestar. 1 second. Hello, Falcon.
Oh wait, no, hold on.
And
21
hello,
hours.
Vipersonics. Hello, guys. You are now being listened to by everyone that's following the race. We brought you here to do, as we always do, our little interview moment. So
Hi.
we wanted to... hello, Quasar. I wanted to ask you guys, since you are so far the 3 drivers that have managed to win a race in the championship, how do you feel going into... coming back to RaceRoom Raceway and heading into this new, completely new layout of the track? Let's maybe start with you, Vipersonics.
Okay, so I love this track. Since the first round, I really like the scenery, the layout, the elevations. It's pretty tricky with many blind corners. I'm feeling pretty confident that I will make a good placement because so far I set the fastest lap. And well, I'm pretty confident I will win.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Falcon, let's hear from you.
Yeah, Vipersonics is pretty much right on that. The Cougar has a lot of advantage in the second sector here. So he is gonna probably take the win on this one. I don't think I will get the 310s I need in the race to catch him.
Okay. And
Smell
Firestar.
confident to me.
I hate this track. Portimao is a track I'm very comfortable with. It's I prefer it a lot, even though a lot of people don't like it. And I am racing it in a R51, so I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage here. But it's we'll see how it goes. I'll be aiming for P3. I'll be mostly fighting with Mana, Delta, and Rota, who I don't think I've ever seen before.
Rota
but
is
yeah, it should be
actually our new driver. As I was saying before to the guys in chat, he is called Virus. He joined DownTown not so long ago, but I've been able to drive a bit with him, and he's really promising. He's really fast, so I'm pretty sure that he will give a run for your money. So
Sounds good.
beware, guys. He's not slow. Okay. I thank you very much for your time. I will now give you back your right to go to the voice chat to concentrate, and I wish you guys good luck.
Thank you very much.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one, guys.
Whoa!
All right. So, as we see, there are now 5 minutes, 6 minutes left into practice. As we will take a very short break, I will now put you on board with Alpha Max Nova 1. Enjoy the sound, and we will be right back. And we're back. Sorry for the long wait, everybody. Alright. Yes, so now we are waiting for the drivers to complete their practice. And let's have a look through the results of the previous round we had in RaceRoom Raceway Bridge. As we had our two race winners, usual ones, of course, in Cordian and Mortz, Vipersonics and Falling Falcon. We had the P3 from this man right here, Alpha Max Nova 1, and the other P3 we had was from Delta. As we are now watching Caro Wojtyla, which is Salvatore Leone, and yes, not very much to say currently. Besides that, we have actually 3 drivers underneath the 1 minute and 20 second mark with Vipersonics with a 120.6, Falcon with a 120.9, as well as Alessandro Rota Virus. Besides, it's it's Firestar with a 121.0, Alpha with a 121.4, as well as Delta. Sky, why don't you tell us what the championship standings look like?
Absolutely. So currently in first place with 67 points, we have Falling Falcon leading the way, with Vipersonics trailing just 2 points behind. And then we have a pretty significant gap down to P3, which is Firestar, also known as Laguten here, with only 40 points. That's a 15-point gap. Another battle to watch is between Alpha Max and Delta, who are 2 points apart, for fighting for 4th currently on 34 and 32 points respectively. And then another pretty big drop back down to Chris Tango in 6th, followed by Mochi 7th, Jamiroquai 8th, Nesu 9th, Mana 10th, Dingolby, oh my goodness, 11th, Ricardo 12th, Yesko 13th, tied with Paradox and E, but all on 2 points, and then Salvatore on 1 point in P16. That rounds out our point scorers. Drivers who are yet to score a point include Miek, C1, Car Driver, Not the Bees, F1 Racer, Kurawan, and Light.
And of course, don't forget Virus, who just joined the championship.
That is true. Speaking of, I wonder if the current top 3, mainly as well, the championship leaders, or I should say correctly, that battle between first and second place between Falcon and Vipersonics, I wonder, do you think they should be scared of Rota? Because he's looking quite fast based on the lap times we've been seeing from him, at least posted in our lap times forum.
I would say he shouldn't really be, they shouldn't really be scared championship-wise, because having a 67-point lead running into round 3, he could mathematically make a comeback, because there are plenty of points to pick up between the 2 races here, the 3 races at Stowe next week, and the 2 races with the last endurance race at Sepang 2 weeks from now. But yeah, he's surely a great contender. But if they keep up the good work, so I don't think they're gonna have to worry about losing the championship. They still should think about themselves.
I'm pretty sure the dogfight will continue between Vipersonics and Fallen Falcon.
Oh yeah,
they will
sure.
both gotta fight to the end.
Oh.
And then however, that was 40 points that Firestar has. It's 40 points, right?
Firestar, yes, that's 40 points.
Yeah, that's be 10 points a race, right? Well, anyway, I don't think it'd be terribly hard.
Firestar has scored this half of its points by winning the Portimao race last week. Portimao race 2, he scored 20 points for winning, and he scored the other 20 in the previous 3 races. So, that's how much a win can boost you in the championship.
Absolutely, and that comes back to the crux of what I was saying. I don't think Rota is going to be an overall championship contender, but what I do think that the leaders should be worried about is the possibility of Rota stealing points. And the fact that he's not going to be in the championship fight unless he, really goes all out and wins absolutely everything, and our current leaders just have terrible form. But rather, what I'm more concerned about is, the difference between a P2 and a P3 isn't as much as the difference between a P1 and a P2 at the end of the day. So that can be a less, it can make it harder for that fight to continue because they can't really get big leads on each other. I mean, not harder for it to continue, my apologies, but rather harder for a driver to secure a definite advantage over the other.
Okay, thank you. That was actually great. That was great. But sorry, I have to interrupt you because we are now officially 1 minute into qualifying. We are now watching Max Alpha, our first qualifier, at least that I managed to see. Yes, the timetable tells me he is the first one who started his lap. A bit wide here, and if he's gonna go for a lap after this one, I am gonna guide everyone through a lap through here and show them, tell them about how this lap works and all its little quirks. As now Alpha with all purple sectors currently, this looks like to be a good first lap with a 122.1, not the best. But now let's go on board with him and let's see how a lap around here looks like. Hard braking into turn 1 with the high speed you carry through the main straight. You want to be as much on the inside as you possible on turn 1 and 2 and go as wide as you can around the exit of turn 2. Now here, all flat out, all courage. You have to be very careful in this point because all 3 corners that follow the fast chicane are over a crest. Here we are in turn 6 and we go into the tunnel, one of the main points, one of the main tourist points of this track. Now we go into the turn after the tunnel. Hard braking, this is very challenging. This is one of the corners where you can gain the most time around this track. And instead of going straight on the bridge, here we have a hard braking on the right to go into this very slow chicane, as he takes it way better than previous. Now he has way more speed on the exit. That's really great. Now here, this is one of the trickiest, if not the trickiest corner in the whole track. You have to carry the speed. The car gets very light here. You risk of going super wide, but he keeps it. That's a great line. He has a great center sector. Now you have to be as inside as possible here to accelerate as early as possible to have a fast exit. Let's see his time here. It's a 121.5 as he takes provisional pole position. Great job from the young Italian.
Amazing job from Alpha, honestly.
I think Alpha and Fantino definitely be fighting for the glory of Italy the entire day. They're both very well matched, though I think Roto would kind of put a damper to that entire battle. All 3 are Italian.
Oh,
and
wow.
They're all very competitive. The 2 big dogs in the meter time. One's gone under 121.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to say. As the glory of Alpha Max is a bit short-lived because Viper Sonics decides to, I don't know, pull an absolutely amazing lap with a 120.6. He's almost 1 full second clear as Firestar now takes P2 with a 121.3. Let's see Dingleby here completing his lap with a 123.3.
He goes ahead of Salvatore. That is good. That is great driving from Dingleby.
Yep.
It's hard to beat Salvatore. It's harder to beat the rest of this gang, I suppose, but that is a great effort.
Yep, I totally agree.
I posit that Salvatore is probably struggling at this point, but I think he'll find his speed throughout the end of the qualifying session.
Yeah, he probably will. Oh, now let's see Falcon. This looks like a great exit from the last corner. He's improving, and he goes for a 121.1. He takes second place,
good improvement.
but he's still 5/10 off of pole position. That's amazing. You know what?
I see why.
No, please go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, I see why he's came into this round, even though he is championship leader. You know why he carries such a sad face. We listened to how depressed he was in the interview in the practice. He's not very confident in his car at all. He's not confident in him. He just doesn't think he can gain what he needs to. And I'm seeing kind of why he thinks that. Viper Sonics is like an immovable object, I guess to say. A very fast time, and I think Vipersonics beat out his time in his own
yes.
time in practice. So it's
A
like,
1.3 is
What? Oh man! And he goes faster. 120.386.
I don't want to
What
break
a
the news
lap.
to you guys, but I'm pretty sure that the 120.3 is the track record. We might have witnessed this man
verify.
shatter the track record during the qualifying session of the RSC.
I will
Gotta
verify.
mark it. Wow. Go verify.
That big, as they say, big if true. Honestly,
Wait.
the track record around.
They wrote a
I am
going under
currently
120 as
checking.
well. Mort's going under 120.
Understood.
This is for. Give me 1 minute. Sorry.
All
I
three
think it really
contenders today have
shows-
gone under 121, so it's really heating up
Shows
in the last
just
4 minutes.
Absolutely.
I will
Even
now
though
tell you.
Vipersonics is-
Indeed, the track record was a 120.559. So Vipersonics
Wow.
has just beat the track record by
By a good
2
tenth.
whole tenths of a second. Wow!
It is too much.
That's
There are very few words.
this
to
is
describe
absolutely
just how-
incredible. As Alessandro
Wow.
Rota, Virus now goes under the 121 barrier and takes P2 with a 120.8. You know, you said that you were wondering if the two leaders of the championship should be worried about Alessandro Rota, but you know who should be worried? The guy in
Well,
P3 and the two
yes.
Italians in P4 and P5. This
Absolutely.
might be the
It's-
great scrap of the Italians this championship. While the
This
fight of
is
the
a
first two
very-
goes on, these three guys, I think they're gonna give us one of the best championship fights we've seen in a long, long time here in downtown. As Falcon
Absolutely.
doesn't improve his time,
Unfortunate.
Vipersonics is currently not on. Is he on an improvement? He's improving
He's improving.
by 3/10.
3/10 up in the center
No,
sector.
this is
He
not
can go
possible.
sub
This is
120.
not
He can go
possible.
sub 120.
No, it's not
This
going
is not
under.
possible.
Close.
Oh,
120.2. He
120.2.
improved a whole 10.
120.2.
It is almost. We are on the cusp of greatness here, with a sub 120 looking more and
He's
more
got 2
possible
minutes. If he goes
every
out,
single day.
no, he can't. He doesn't have enough time.
I'm speechless. This man has just
That's
beat the
really
track
good.
record by 3.5 tenths of a second. I am speechless.
He's
I have
passed
never-
by nearly 4/10.
Thing is,
Wow.
I personally hold the track record in RaceRoom Raceway bridge layout by 2.5 tenths of a second. This man,
And this man.
in qualifying for a championship, just beat the record by 3.5 tenths.
You remember
And it's
also,
not
this
gonna
is
show
not
on the
bridge layout.
leaderboards. It's not gonna show on the leaderboards. What is this?
It's because it's
I
in a
was-
race.
I
He could have
was-
gotten a draft at any
Wow.
point in time. But he was by himself the entire time, was he not?
What do you mean?
My advice to Vipersonics is after this round, go
Retire.
try and beat that track record because I think wholeheartedly he can do it with his
He probably
performances here today.
As Alpha,
Because
really
obviously-
improving on his first set. Sorry if I
Would.
interrupt you, but I'm
Yes,
still.
of course, of course.
Uh,
That is a personal best in the
I-
first
as-
sector for Alpha.
I have to say hi to hello Mochi. Sorry that you couldn't join us for today's race, but hello you in the chat. I see you. And Simin.
Hello, Seaman.
Hello Simin. Vipersonics is on pole with the track record. Yes.
Smashed.
As Alpha. Oh my God. Alpha is removing a second. Oh,
Max.
7 tenths from this time.
Wow.
Let the man concentrate, please.
He's got
If
30
he can
seconds.
really
That's
get
enough
a good-
time this track.
hmm If he can really get his final sector here just right, he could potentially be in a position as well to even, well, certainly jump up the ranks for sure, but he could be going head to head with the other Italian as he just
Qualifying is
doesn't
over.
have enough
Alpha Max
time.
was almost about to
No, he
improve
does.
his time.
No,
But the round down for the
that
grid is
terrible.
Vipersonics, Virus, Falling Falcon, Firestar, Alpha Max, Delta, Paradox, Nesu, Dingleby, Salvatore, Miech, and C1, who makes a great comeback to the championship.
What
As
a
the
qualifying.
chat is actually informing me, even though I am one of, I'm the most informed about this championship in here, the chat is informing me that in the leaderboards they run with the full the fuel, like the car full of fuel, and not in qualifying
Yes.
here. So
However,
I mean,
I
mean,
do
30
believe
liters
that
of
he
fuel
could have a
kind of make a
shot.
big difference. But yes,
It is true.
Full
but
fuel
I do
level
still think
for.
I do
while
still think Hypersonic should go challenge for it.
yeah, he should.
I think he definitely
While
could put it in with
this-
enough time.
While the warm-up goes, I will leave the chat with the intro for the third round of the DRSC Championship. Enjoy. And we are back. So you've just watched the intro of the championship. We are of course following our current pole sitter and between the championship by just 2 points, Kordian Krasimski, Vipersonics. So, are we ready to see the start of today's race?
It can be really anyone's game for sure up into turn one, but if you get away, if you get a really good start, then it might be over, but just then. But you never know. There's always something to watch in the race. Qualifying isn't everything. You've always got to worry about racecraft. So,
Yep.
best of luck to our contenders today.
Yep. You know who we should really be on the lookout for? We should be on the lookout for the Italians on the start. Because Alpha, and as I've seen also Virus, Alessandro Rota, are the best starters we have in the championship. I don't know how. I don't know what they drink at night, what they gave them when they were kids, but their reaction time is absolutely perfect.
Red
Like
40.
it's absolutely
40.
unbelievable. So yeah, have a look out for those two, because they are gonna be the ones to look out for. Now,
As we come
Right.
to the starting grid now.
yeah, we
Cheers,
are
I've-
loading. The game is loading now. The race. I hope that all the drivers
Cheers, I have a
remember to
question.
put that fuel in the car. If not, that's their problem.
That's their problem, not ours. Well, I have a question too. If I go on grid and then is there a way to get off grid once I go on grid? Because I don't want to extend the session because I'm just kind of sitting here in the garage.
You should be starting last, but
I should,
Don't
yes.
worry, because if you are there and you just don't go on track, then it's your problem.
I
your
mean, I'm
issue.
not pressing the drive.
There's a
button
timer.
for a lot
There
race
you
moment.
should see a timer that tells you how much time it's left before the race starts. Don't you see it? Okay,
Oh,
as everyone
shit.
is on the grid, are you on the grid?
Yes, I'm on the
Hold
grid.
desk, hold desk, hold desk.
It's gone. All right,
Okay.
we're out.
And as we go to 5 red lights, and the race is on. Now we are following our pole sitter, Kordian Krasimski. Let's go to the helicopter cam to have a better look. Oh, Alpha going on the inside, maybe of Falcon. No, he doesn't, but he's still moved up to P4.
Wow,
Dude,
who's that in the
is
back?
everyone
Makes it stick.
going
As we go battling
flying
wheel to
through.
wheel with P2
Oh
and
no!
P3 now.
Someone
Ah,
crashes.
through.
It's C1.
Oh, no.
C1 has a spin,
C1 is
but he
C1 had a
recovers.
collision with another blue car, and I think it's Wadashila.
Let's go see an
He
action
didn't have
camera.
enough space, he went off.
And now we
Oh,
have.
someone off, red car!
Oh, what happened? Who
I don't
else?
know, who's the red car, fuck?
No, no swearing, please. Now we are following Falling Falcon behind Alessandro Rata, who took his position. He's gonna try here the move. He's an expert here. Oh, and they have contact now. Alpha, really close. Alpha trying to make the move on his co-national. Will he make the move stick? They are not gonna go 3 wide here, are
Side by
they?
side into the chicane.
They go side by side. They bang
Oh,
wheels.
It's happening.
Oh wow.
Falcon-
Oh
wow,
no, they are
wow.
not. Oh wow, they are really going for it here. Alpha side by side with
Very
Falcon.
scrappy.
He's gonna take the position. Maybe Falcon
Very
tries to
dangerous
hold it.
place to try and do an overtake.
There he is.
Ah,
Oh, and maybe also Delta trying to make a move on Firestar. He does it. Does he make the move stick? He doesn't. Firestar has a better exit, and we have now Paradox trying to make a move on Delta. Let's go on the onboard with Delta. He keeps the position. Ooh,
Oh, as we see,
Firestar.
the car
Oh,
in
there's a
front of-
contact.
Oh,
No,
no,
when Delta
I
is
know.
around. Delta goes around. So sad
that's
for
really
the young
how easy
Italian.
it is.
He's been driving very
Really how
good.
easy it is.
Falling Falcon going on the
Still
inside
lose
into turn
everything.
6.
Whoa!
Oh, he almost spins
Oh
out.
my
They
goodness.
had contact.
Him and Rhoda are having a really good dogfight. Sorry.
Now, oh, Falcon going on the inside. He takes the position, maybe. Alessandro still there on the outside, then now becomes inside. Does he still have the bumper? He does. Is he gonna go for the dive? Yes, he does. Oh, he takes a... Oh, no! Alpha Max spins Falcon out! This is a disaster. This is gonna surely be the lookout for during the post-race stewarding. This is not great. Now Paradox
He's just
trying
on the
to make the move on Alpha Max. He makes the move. Alpha Max tries the switch. Our championship leader spun around in P10 currently. This is gonna be a heck of a comeback he has to do. He already overtakes Miech. Now Alpha on the outside of Firestar. Oh, sorry, of Paradox. Actually, Paradox in P3 now. As, of course, Vipersonics running away with it. Already 3 seconds to Alessandro Rota, Virus. Now Alpha struggling to keep up with Paradox. Now Nesu trying to take a look and maybe thinking about taking that 4th place. Let's hear it from you guys.
It'll be a big win from Paradox here if he can oh my god, hold on to that podium position. Obviously, he's down with only 2 points in the championship standings currently, but securing a very solid P3 here would be excellent for him. And obviously, now we have our championship leader as well spun out. So it's going to be a really tough comeback for this race.
Watch is still
Sure.
trying to make the comeback of the century. He's been tearing through. He's tearing through Miek. He's tore through. I think it's Fortino, and he's gone around Salvatore just now.
Falcon. Yeah, Salvatore. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, Salvatore.
Delta trying to make up some places, maybe trying to get a point, still a point from Miech. But we have quite the fight here from Alpha in P4. Actually, from Eric from P3 to all the way down to Firestar in P6. The Logano, oh no. Logano mentioned. Oh, actually, Paradox with the horrible exit through the first chicane. Alpha,
no!
oh wow. Alpha tried it on the fast chicane. That's a very dangerous spot. Oh no! Our race leader!
Vipersonics is
Yellow flag!
Vipersonics
Vipersonic
is spun.
spinning! And Alessandro Rota is in the lead. I can't believe this.
What?
The rookie of
What
the
an
championship
amazing day.
trying to run away with it. Now Alpha.
If he can run away from it, it's crazy.
Yeah, this is absolutely biblical. Vipersonics needs to make the most points now that he's now that his championship contender is down in P7, as Alpha Max still really close to Paradox. He also has to try and overtake Paradox and run away, because if he's gonna get a 5-second penalty, it's gonna be rough to keep points from this round. I mean, his main contender in Delta is down in P10,
Brenna.
but wow.
As he tries to do a switchback on Eric Brenna now.
Yep. He's taking all the slipstream. Oh, as Miech there's a yellow flag for Miech down in P11. There's a spin around the penultimate corner, and now Alpha going to the outside of turn 1. They go side by side into the chicane. Alpha has the inside. They are still side by side. Oh, he brings him wide. He doesn't hit the wall by a miracle. There's a yellow flag for C1. Oh, they go what? They go.
They bump and they touch
Ooh.
again.
They touch again, but nobody crashes. These two had
Yeah,
a really
top
bad
5.
moment between them in race 2 of when they were here for round 1, and with Alpha spinning Paradox around twice during the race. Of course, he's trained on that. He doesn't want to do that anymore. And Falcon is back in this. What? Falcon is at the back of
No
this
way.
train.
Oh my
What?
goodness. He's already made it all the way. Oh, wow.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's 5 people under a blanket. Who goes
Oh,
right
and
there? Right in front of them.
Firestar makes the
Don't do
move
that.
on this. No, Firestar
No.
gets spun around. It's
Oh.
same here,
Firestar made
same
a
corner.
daring move on Hiranovsky, and
Max
it did not work.
makes the
Hiranovsky
move
got on his
on the
bumper. He's
fast
gone.
penultimate corner. Oh no, but Eric is still on the outside.
Brenna and
Oh,
Alpha
they
are fighting.
still
This is
bang
not
wheels.
good.
But Eric Brenna is gonna have the better exit maybe through the last corner, as now Nesu lost the position to Falcon. Falcon made virtually 2 positions in 1 corner. Now,
He definitely could.
Paradox trying to
How
go
they
to the
move.
inside of Alpha Max. Alpha resists. He
braking.
keeps the position. Oh, but Paradox has a better exit, goes to the outside. Oh no. Oh no,
This
they are
fighting
not
has
doing
put
this.
Mort in the contention.
Don't do
oh,
this.
No, how's this gonna work?
Oh,
No.
Oh,
dear.
when Paradox takes
Forced
the
to
position.
back out.
Oh, there's a bit of contact between Falcon and Alpha Max, as Nesru trying to put his nose into the bumper of Falcon to try to take the position. Oh, I need a breath.
What a
I-
scrap here between the two. Honestly.
You may need to breathe, but
Falcon.
everyone in here is holding their breath. They know if they make a wrong move, it's all over for all 4 of them. But
Absolutely.
this dogfighting has put all 4 people in one place. Hiranovsky at a bad, I think, Sector 3, just generally after he spun Firestar, has been struggling. But he's gotten back because everyone's been fighting up in front of him.
Yep, as
And I
there's
think
also
that
a
as well
fight
is-
back here. Oh, Delta, I'm trying to make the overtake on Firestar. Oh, the young Italian wants that position. And now he's already here. How is he already here? Oh my god.
After the spin, Viper Sonics is now catching up on, now basically sniffing the rear bumper of Rulta. Incredible comebacks
Oh,
from
and
both Viper
Cordian.
Sonics.
Jason just has the fastest car of the day. Bad exit
Yeah,
out of him, though.
Clearly. Oh,
There'll have to be a few more
Falcon makes
corners.
the move into the first chicane on Alpha.
Falcon. Wow. Lunge
Wow.
up on Alpha.
Oh yeah, Falcon wants to limit the damage as much as he possibly can.
And we know as soon as Falcon gets into clean air, it's basically,
All
he
over.
just runs away with
Oh
it
yeah,
as well.
it is.
There's
As
one man
C1
stopping Mort from domination.
C1
And he's in front of him
going
right now.
slowly on the front straight. He probably has damage. That's sorry. I'm sorry for him.
What's he doing?
Ugh.
Now Firestar side by side with Salvatore. Max now down in P5. Firestar making the move. Salvatore still on the outside. Now Alpha trying very close to Falcon. Is he gonna try to make the move here? He likes to make moves on this corner, as he calls them psychological terrorism. Ooh, and
Oh,
Falcon
man.
goes wide.
Whoa.
Ooh, oh wow. Falcon is
Wow.
trying to make the move on Paradox. Is he gonna make the move stick through here? Paradox going a bit wide. Alpha is also here. They're gonna go 3 wide into turn 1. I already see.
They're gonna go
Oh,
3
and
wide.
Viper Sonic's making the move into
Sonics.
turn 1. But Alessandro
But
Rota
Rodonado-
defends.
on
Let's
track
go
at
back
3 different
here.
places.
Oh,
he's gonna
almost
bump him
cra-
out the way.
They almost crashed under braking. Oh wow. Oh, they banged tires.
Watching Brenna.
Wow. Brenna's still
Wait a minute.
holding on to
Oh
it.
no. He is still holding on. I was like, oh no.
Oh, what
brown
is
guy.
Nesu do? Okay. There's no contact between them. No contact, thankfully. I really don't
Yeah,
know
the-
where to look.
You
There's
got the front two battling, and then Pat Uranovsky, Langleton on his own, Vatino, I think, on his own. No, it's with
yeah.
a pack with Salvatore and DeGoldby. They're all fighting for 8th.
What happened?
Incredible racing this track has brought us.
Yep. Oh yeah, C1 needs to go to the pits. As Falcon
passed the
on
pits.
the outside of Paradox. Oh, Paradox goes deep! And the good old switcheroo works out for Falcon. Now,
Falcon
Max.
is in clean air. It's over.
Oh, Max
He
really
might-
likes to
Falcon,
make
yeah.
moves here.
He's only got 4 minutes to catch up to second, though. I don't
Oh
know
wow,
if he has
Max
time.
is pushing Paradox through the corner. Wow.
Literal bump drafting through the corner. What a risky move.
4 minutes until the race is over. Yeah, Alpha doesn't do this last corner very well. He told me that he really doesn't like it. Now, Viper Sonics is still close to Virus. He wants this. He wants this win. This right now, he
What is
is
Uranovsky
2
doing?
points behind Falcon in the championship. With this positioning, he goes ahead by 1. There's a yellow flag. Oh, C1 gets a drive-through penalty. Oh, he's close now.
Whoa.
Oh, he's close
Oh,
now.
no, don't tell me. Oh, don't tell me.
Oh, there's C1 there. I hope he doesn't block them. Okay, C1
Oh, he
is
hit that
running
wall.
wi-
Oh,
God.
no.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, geez.
He's going to affect the racing,
Please,
and he's just
C1.
been bouncing around the entire
Please,
time.
C1, don't... Okay, he just went straight. Now, Alpha... Oh, Alpha loses the position to Nesu. We lost this pass. Sorry, everyone.
That corner's untouchable now with C1 there. No one can pass in that corner unless he gets off track.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he's really stuck there, isn't he?
I don't know what he's been doing.
E,
the
could
entire
you go
time.
into the voice chat and maybe tell him to... Okay, I think he... Okay, tell him to go back to the pits, please. Alpha, very close to Nesu now. Taking all the slipstream. Oh, he's very close. He's basically on his bumper. Is he gonna try? He's probably gonna try to make the move here into turn 1. He's pushing like hell. And he goes deep. Makes the
Late
pass
braking.
very
Wow.
cleanly. And he's now back into P5, hunting down Paradox. And now, Virus, still with Viper Sonics really close to his bumper.
He's been doing a great job to hold off
Yep.
Vipersonics through this entire race, especially given that this is his debut. He's going up with potentially, after this race, the championship leader. Vipersonics is going to want to get all the points he can get to sort of extend his lead over Falcon, but
Look at the
Rhoda's
look
putting
at the
up a lot of
defensive
battle.
look at the defensive positioning
Wow.
from Virus. This is masterclass right here. I gotta say, Virus had a bit of training. He had to fight off with me attacking him on a friendly race. So yeah, I think he's got down the basics of, you know, defending around this track.
For sure.
Now I have to bring back E into the voice chat. Here's E
Oh.
again with us in the broadcast. Oh, a Viper Sonics doesn't
Not
make
gonna
the
work.
move. It's incredible. Virus is just outbreaking Viper Sonics in every corner. Viper Sonics can't find the space to make the move. It's incredible.
What an amazing debut from
As
the
now
young Italian
every
here.
driver is quite spaced out from each other. The only 2 guys that are currently fighting are the 2 leaders. So we can just stay here and enjoy the view. Yeah, C1 goes back to the pits. Sorry that he had to retire from this one.
I did tell him that it was your call that you need to go to that he needed to go to the pits. Just so you
Yeah.
know, just in case it becomes a problem later. I saw him on the front stretch. He was
Whoa!
just going left, right,
Trying to
against
swing
the
around
wall.
the outside.
I don't know.
This is actually, as they
There's
say, the
17
last
seconds
lap.
left.
Oh, contact between the 2. Viper Sonics needs to make the move now, otherwise it's over. Oh, and Alessandro gives the
does!
position.
Oh,
I think Alessandro just gave the position.
that is true. That is true.
Oh,
actually.
but Alessandro is still gonna try
He's
to
not-
make the move.
I'd let it happen on the outside. The race is finished. It's up to this.
Wait! This is a photo finish! Alessandro takes the position on the last corner! And Virus wins the race on the last corner! This is amazing!
Mortz is finished. He's
What an
gotten
amazing
third.
debut.
It's
from Rosa,
Virus in
honestly.
P1 on debut. The Vipersonics P2, Falcon P3, Paradox P4, Max Alpha in P5, Nezu in P6, Firestar P7, Delta P8, Dingleby P9. Then we have Salvatore going around the last corner right now to take P10, the last point, and then Miech in P11. What a fight! Wow!
And really just an amazing day for the entire nation of Italy, honestly. The young Italian, again, in Alessandro Rota, is just showing us who's boss. This is what I mean when I said that the championship leaders need to be afraid of him stealing points. Because that's exactly what he's just done, taking the win from Vipersonics.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised to see another, Rhoda and then Mortz or Comiskey. Just that 1, 2, 3.
I just want to tell you
I expect that pretty
that
much every time.
we have to now invert the top 10, and we will have Salvatore P10, Dingleby P9,
God.
Delta P8, Firestar P7. He actually has a great chance to win this. Nesu P4, then, and yeah, Nesu P5, Max P6, Paradox P7, Falcon P8, Vipersonics P9, and Alessandro Rota Virus is gonna start P10 here. As we have the Italian cheers in the chat, everyone is going absolutely nuts. As we now go on a small break to go to the bathroom. If you guys have to go to the bathroom, please do so now. And we'll have race 2 in 2 minutes.
I mean, what do we have to say except for the race?
I mean, we're really spoiled for choice here on battles to look for. Obviously, it's going to be something to look for as well with Vipersonics and Rhoda starting last, and with the inverted top 10, will they be able to work their way to the front once again? And it'll be definitely interesting for sure to see all the
Mortz climbed from like 7th or 8th all the way to 3rd place through a very stiff field. And
that is true.
If Minsky and Rhoda, if they battled any harder, he would have been there at the end with them. I was in chat for the short time, in the driver's chat for a very short time, just to tell someone to get off track, and you could hear it in Mortz's voice. He was like, "Come on!" He was driving that car pretty much as hard as he could. He was putting it out there.
What's more?
And he did
sim racing or gambling?
Not gambling. He's put it all on the curves. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, the curves.
Put it on blue and red and the wall.
A roulette wheel. $1,000 on red.
The roulette wheel is the track limits, in my opinion. But
fair enough.
Yeah.
Interpretive.
I'm come from a racing space that basically doesn't have track limits. Well, NASCAR ignores that, and that fact it's just we have nothing in downtown for auto beam races to really track limits except for please do not go over here, please, and thank you. And y'all are very loose on that during qualifying sessions like that, which is great for me as someone who cannot drive. All right, 2 seconds. And then the minute warm-up. We have the warm-up before the warm-up.
Yeah, it's the warm-up before the race starts. Remember to leave the grid before the race starts.
I will leave.
Please.
I mean, what are you gonna do if I drive in the rain?
Please don't. All right, as we are now entering the second race of today. I
Yep.
remind you now.
There is 3 today, right?
Sorry?
Is there 3 today?
No,
Or is it
only
just
2
these
today.
Just the two.
it's just
There's
There's
gonna
a
be
warm
3
up for race
races
3 in the list. That's
in
why I was
Stowe
confused.
next week. So
That
everybody
will be funny.
be here next week because Stowe, it's gonna be a mess. Now, as we go again to 5 red lights, everyone is revving their engines until they explode, and we are off to the races. Now, Alpha already with a great start. Probably let's go to the helicopter cam. Alpha moving from P6 to P4 already. Is he gonna try to make the move for the lead right now?
Is he gonna sandwich himself in there
Let's
3
see.
wide?
Doesn't
No.
look like it. Let's go to the action
Viper
camera.
Sonic,
Oh no, Delta spins around.
We're gonna turn 2!
Delta.
No, and Vipersonics has spun out as well.
Also,
no,
Alpha
Max
Max.
Alpha.
Oh, it's
It's
collected.
a disaster
oh,
for
no.
2 Italians.
Alpha Max and
No.
Latino
Also,
both starting from the very back. And
Vipersonics
Vipersonics will come
He's in P11.
both.
He's been
Yep.
hit. Wow, oh my god, Falcon is already
That
in
puts
P3.
that
Rota
puts
is already
Miek in
at
6th,
P5.
somewhere it's never been all day.
And Rota is in P5. It's looking more
you
and
might
more
want to say
like we could have
P4.
it.
You might want to say P4.
P4, and there it
Oh,
is.
P4, correction.
And yeah,
We could
Miek
have
looking outside, now
P6.
inside of
Yeah.
Rodnofsky. Oh,
going up
all
the
way to
inside of
the wall.
Hypnoski. Gonna break late into the chicane here. Can he make it? Can he? Oh no.
this
He
is a
cut him
great
off, yes, he
fight
did.
between
All right.
employer and employed, because Miek is currently
Employee.
in the Hydra Motors team for the other championships. So it's gonna be
We've
quite the fight.
Could be.
We've had like a former employer versus former like boss like fight before in a championship race. Oh, he spins him! He spins out Rodnofsky!
No.
It's
And that's
disaster.
gonna be
Oh, please.
one hell of a talk in the headquarters.
That is going
Alpha
to be a
almost
scooting incident from
wiping
hell.
out Delta. Delta with the insane reaction time to not crash, as of course Falcon takes the lead. Of course Falcon takes the lead. It's Jover. And also
Only in the
Rota,
first lap of this.
P3. Are we gonna see
I'm
a
just-
fight between Virus and Falcon in race 2?
We
With-
might. Let's
with the
see how
pace that
Falcon
he's
plays
exhibited.
against Rota. Ooh.
Oh, here's... Oh, no!
Oh no!
What happened?
Virus spins it into the wall. The car is total.
Ow! Turn 6 is
It's
a
a
really hard
disaster for
corner
the
on this track. It
Italians.
is.
I am genuinely
for
heartbroken. I am
This
genuinely
is-
heartbroken right now.
From the peaks of the race before now to it being all over in an instant. What heartbreak, honestly.
He has been having
If
issues
you
with
wanna
that
talk about-
corner.
If you want to talk about peaks of the day, though, Salvatore is up in second, trailing
Really?
behind Mortz, but he's at least still in second after all those incidents. I think his experience in a lot of public lobbies and the chaos that unfolds there has put him in a great position at this point in time. We'll just have to see how he defends at this point, because behind
And
him
also,
is
is
Dingleby.
Dingleby.
What happened? Dingleby's in third. How does this happen?
He started in
Oh yeah,
third.
that's true. And
oh,
it's-
as he looks up the inside.
Clean
Wow.
Pass
Yep.
had a Firestar. and Firestar's looking ahead
to increment his
that light
lead,
blue.
like his points in P3 to keep his P3 in the championship.
This is terrible for the Italians today, though, as all the Italian runners now are in,
They've
Not
got
bottom
11
positions.
minutes to make something
Delta
of
and
this.
Max
To make
are
lemons out
fighting.
of lemonade.
Firestar is currently trying to make the move on Salvatore, who is still holding on P2 somehow.
as he looks up the
Oh,
inside.
man!
He pushes him, but it's fair. It's a fair move. Will we see a counter
He gets
attack?
a little bit sideways through the corner, too.
Absolutely ringing it.
Also, on another note, why is Vipersonics behind Delta and Alpha? If I saw him overtake, what happened between these guys? Oh my god.
Oh,
This
probably
is
failed the next
certainly-
corner.
One of
Oh,
the
Salvatore
races.
doesn't
Sorry,
a little
I
bit.
have to break. I have a break. Italian moment here. No ragazzi, non possiamo dare una bandiera rossa perché il pilota italiano che amate è esploso, per quanto io da italiano stia soffrendo e voglia restartare la gara per far arrivare bene gli italiani. Ho un obbligo legale da creatore e steward di questo campionato di non farlo, quindi as we go back to the English commentary now. Oh my god, where are these
Tino on the
guys?
outside,
What
and
are
the
these guys
corner,
doing?
Alpha behind
Oh
him.
my god.
Miek beside him. Viperstark's all behind all of this.
Oh no, they're gonna go side by side. Oh, Miek.
It's a dogfight in the 3 and 4, and not in the
Vipersonics
5.
makes the move on Alpha. Is he gonna make it stick?
What?
Not quite any for any of them.
Oh god, Vipersonics. What is Vipersonics doing? Oh my god, what
Into
are
the
these guys
tunnel.
doing? What are
Oh
they?
my.
4 wide into the tunnel! 4
wide,
wide,
don't
went
do that.
4 wide for a Oh no, they're 3 wide here.
cow.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Alpha has the better of all of them!
Alpha. Wow.
Alpha.
As Vipersonics looking
Stealing a
now.
P6 that he doesn't deserve. No, he doesn't. But holy
Something
crap.
I've seen out of this race. Alpha definitely has the edge up on racecraft, even if he's not necessarily the fastest out of anyone. He knows how
As
to
it looks
drive
like-
around people. And Hironosuke has joined the battle. out of
Nesu is
everyone's,
back in this somehow.
Yes. 5 people trying to go for 1 place.
Oh,
wow.
Nesu making the move on Miek.
Now
As-
Netsu's not going
how
to
is he
hold
here?
anything back for this guy. Netsu has some words for Miek, I am sure, and Miek tries to do it to him again. Don't spit him again, Miek.
He's already mad enough at you. You don't want your
Yeah.
contract terminated.
Oh,
pretty
Vipersonics.
much.
Okay,
Miek ahead.
right now Vipersonics is losing an incredible amount of points.
He
Absolutely
is losing so much time
ginormous.
in this dogfight here.
He's stuck here, and this is really hurting him.
And what we haven't seen yet, and what we haven't talked about, I should say, is Paradox back up into the podium places now. Will he be able to hold on to them this time with Vipersonics losing just so much time in these battles here?
Yep. Also, if you
Maybe.
think
I'm
about it, like
looking-
all the guys in front, you know, they're very spaced out. We have Falcon P1, Firestar P2, Paradox P3, Dingleby still in P4. When did Dingleby get past Salvatore? Okay.
Oh,
Alpha-
Salvatore's been dropping
Oh god,
back.
Alpha is catching up to Salvatore.
If you,
Cordia now behind
notice,
him, and Delta
if you
P8.
notice in the timings, there's Lingerton, Brenna, Wadachla, Haranovsky, Miek, and Roto, all without times. It's because they've been getting penalties on track. So I'm thinking the main reason Wadachla's falling back so hard is because he's been getting penalties throughout his race.
Yep. Oh my god, there's no way Virus gets a point after shagging it into the wall so hard. This is one of
no.
the great things
Who-
about
what
the
results?
the Cougar C14-2.
Of course
it's
it's
rear-engined, so crashing into the wall like on the front, so like crashing straight on into a wall doesn't kill your engine most of the times. And of course, Vipersonics takes the position on Alpha. It was coming. It would have been crazy to not expect this move. But yeah, as now Vipersonics still has to do quite a lot of road to get back to positions where he doesn't lose that many points to Falcon. Now Firestar is very happy with the points he's gaining. And there's still
Rhoda
a
up into
scrap
10th
between the two
place.
Italians here. As
He's gone past Miek.
Yep. Virus is back in the points, miraculously, after the crash he's had. But he's 5 seconds behind Nesu. It's very hard for him to actually go and get the position. Now 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the race. I mean, he has the time, but he has a lot of damage. The fight is still all here. As now, oh my god, this is incredible. Vipersonics is on Salvatore. Vipersonic is literally burning tarmac where he goes. It's absolutely amazing. Oh god. Delta is side by side with Alpha. No, Alpha is still in front. And Vipersonics is in front of Salvatore. I'm sorry to say this, but to the surprise of nobody, since he's been driving like a lap faster than everyone today, so yeah. But his best time is still a 1:21.1 with overtakes, so absolutely crazy. The fight now is just between the two Italians, Delta and Alpha. So we're gonna also, and there's also Salvatore, which has an Italian name, but is Polish. So Alpha very close now. He's probably gonna try to make the move as soon as he can. Still trying to salvage as many points as he possibly can. It's not gonna help him the result he had in race 1 with spinning out Falcon, but let's see. I will now leave the commentating to you guys, so
I
can
mean,
take a
I
little
can't
bit
do
of a
too
break.
much. My game crashed, and I can't join back into the server. So,
As Alpha Max now goes up the
Oh,
inside,
man.
by the looks of it, of Salvatore. And now he's up into 6th place. And if he's able to keep Francesco Bottino behind, he could secure himself as the best finishing Italian in this race. As now,
That's
we
so
have Viper Sonics on the back of Dingleby as he goes a little bit off to...
Oh,
and they
man, are they
Contact between the
touch?
two. Yeah, Dingleby is not leaving space. Wow. But Viper's... Oh my god!
Dingleby going up the inside, forcing Viper Sonics a bit wider than he would have
Bro,
wanted. But
where-
now they're still side by side.
What happened to Dingleby?
Oh, as they come now into the chicane.
And
though,
there it
and
is. That's done. It's over.
Viper
What happened
Sonics'
to this guy?
expertise.
He's never
shows a
been
little
this
bit more.
consistent. Dingleby is
That
on
is-
for a great points finish as now Delta gets past Salvatore, who was on pole for this race. The Polish man was on pole. That's very funny.
Yeah.
A pole on pole.
And
It's
of
amazing.
course, Viper Sonics takes the flag for the best lap of the race, the 128. Now,
With his pace,
the
we
fight
could be
we have
seeing.
on track currently is between Nesu
Mhm.
and Nesu, Salvatore, and Delta. Nesu still a bit behind, but oh, Salvatore goes.
Oh, Salvatore with a big lockup. This could also give Nesu an advantage, as it looks like he does, as he just swings right past him.
Yep, Salvatore had a
Man,
really bad
Salvatore's
accident.
been having a bad day. Fun
Yep.
fact I know about him: he was a mob boss in his old days in auto beam racing, so you know he's used to having blood money kind of fuel his sport. And I'm wondering if he's going into his twilight. He's 93 years old driving today, and maybe it just ain't for him anymore. You know,
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
for legal reasons. I don't know his age.
I will now have to inform the chat and the dear YouTube algorithm that this was indeed a joke. A phrase said to invoke laughter into people. We do not associate with the mob. Thank you for your time.
It's now Alpha Max looking to get another place from Dingleby.
Yeah,
potentially.
Quasar, you lost the death. As now Alpha
You
and
missed
trying to catch
everything.
Dingleby for P5, and this is the closest fight we have on track currently. This is it's weird to say this, but this is for now the dullest race we've had in the championship, and this has been a race, an incredible race. But we usually have races that have fights from lap 1 to the last lap with multiple cars fighting. As of now, they're mostly separated by gaps. Oh, and there's a yellow flag. Mieja drive-through. No, so sad for the
Oh,
Polish
that's
driver.
exactly the last thing he needed. Essentially kicking him while he's down because he's already in last place. As Alpha now looking to potentially swing towards the outside of Dingleby. Trying to do a little bit of a switch back there as we go now up onto the main straight. This is where Dingleby lost the position last time into the chicane, but will he take
Where
it
is
better
Alpha
this time?
going?
He's gonna lose it again. Oh no!
Oh, no,
Alpha going
just
with the
sneaks.
crazy dive to take the position on the American.
Very,
Wow.
very clean. Yeah, we're struggling.
The
Sorry.
Italian invasion of America is happening right now, and you are witnessing it.
I'm seeing it.
Good deal.
You could
It's
argue.
funny because I'm an
well,
Italian
no,
and he is American over here.
Oh yes.
I am the innocent child.
Also, I have to say, E, I am very disappointed
could
with you.
make
We
you.
had a photo finish and you did not say the funny.
It was not. It was not like that though. It was a good 2/10 from each other. I'm not Larry McReynolds. I'm not him. I'm not that guy. Not yet.
It's funny because your audio
I think
got
it-
cut incredibly. So
that's the best part of this. Yeah,
okay,
no.
so now we have Delta trying to make a move on Dingleby. Dingleby's still gonna score points here, so good for him. Oh no. Who
I think
oh,
the-
no.
I ain't no fortunate one.
Fortunate son. No, please. Don't. No fortunate
It ain't
son here.
me.
Oh
It ain't
god.
me.
This is actually embarrassing. Why is Viper Sonics actually fighting for a podium right now?
He
As
is.
the race race is basically over. Falcon is not gonna start another lap.
No.
Race is over.
That's it.
And there it is. Falcon is your winner. Can Brenna hold on to the podium as we go
Delta
to the line
takes the
now?
position
He was-
from Dingleby, but Viper Sonics,
as
we have
Viper
such a
Sonics
better
wanted to get
exit.
to the inside.
He's gonna have to settle for
It's gonna
fourth
be
unless he can make it on the
Yeah, it's
exit
not
here.
happening. It's not
But
happening.
no,
happening.
he just concedes that there's nothing
And
he can do.
Dingleby
Now.
is gonna end up in 7th. So now, finishing order. Falling Falcon, Firestar, Paradox, Viper Sonics, Alpha Max, Delta, Dingleby, Nesu, Salvatore, and miraculously getting a point even with all the damage he has in P10, our rookie and race 1 winner, Virus. And I just know, and we also have in P1 Miax, and I am absolutely looking forward to the interviews. We are now gonna move all the drivers here, and we are
no,
gonna
here
have
we
them
go.
interviewed one by one. Maybe not Virus because I don't think he's in the voice chat, sadly. Although I would really like to hear from him.
I
Now,
don't know what happened on turn 6.
Um,
did anyone actually capture that?
sorry?
Did anyone capture turn 6 crash?
Nope. I'm gonna move
Well,
everyone up
maybe
here
missed.
now.
I
Hello,
just
everyone.
want you to know there's
Please
3
wait.
races scheduled.
Yeah, is there 3 races or no?
No, there shouldn't be 3 races.
There are
Three
three
Oh,
races
there
on the
are.
list.
What do you mean there are 3 races?
Well, there are on the.
There are three races.
Okay, y'all just go race, and we'll still interview.
Let's
Okay.
do a guys,
So, quick
let's
question.
do a
Okay,
cooldown race.
guys, everyone, please concentrate. Do you want to do a race for fun at this point? Because
No.
Yes.
If it doesn't count
No.
into the points, yes.
it doesn't give
No, I
points
want
for
to
the championship. It's for fun.
Okay.
I want to sleep.
Okay. While you guys, if you want, you can go. I wanted to make interviews now, but if there is a race, I mean.
We can do interviews while racing.
Yeah, we can just drive and you will be interviewing us.
Okay, but I'm actually gonna need you to be a bit more, silent because I need to.
Yeah, just
Right.
do 1-on-1.
Yeah. So if you want, I can move you back to the voice chat, and then I will move you one by one and do the interviews.
Okay.
Okay,
Ah,
so
okay.
I'm gonna move you to the RSC race, and then I'm gonna move you one by one. Alpha, se poi riesci a chiedere a Virus
Bro,
se vuole
it
venire
says
a
I
fare
can't join.
l'intervista.
It says I can't join.
Let me just ask now.
Okay.
If I can.
What do you mean you can't join Paradox?
Because I left. and now
Oh,
I
you
can't
guys
join.
left the. I mean, Paradox is just a for fun race, but yeah,
Yeah, that means I can't join, right?
It's like that for me.
yeah.
Don't worry. Don't
I
worry,
mean, we
Paradox.
can just close the server and do the interviews like this.
Yeah, to be honest, just do that instead.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
probably going to do that. So I'm
I don't
closing the
really want
server
to.
currently. Wait, need to do.
Race 1 was so fucking shit for me.
Oh, please don't swear. No
Oh,
swearing.
sorry, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
sorry.
All say.
Okay, the server has been turned off. So sorry.
No problem.
Okay. Now
No
we're
problem.
just waiting for Virus to have an interview. If he wants to join us. Who exploded? Hello, Sky. Okay.
Sky.
See, as I want a big round of applause for Sky. She's not here anymore, but she did great commentating. So let's have a round of applause for her because she has to go. Congratulations.
I'm uploading,
came
but
through.
I don't think my microphone picks that up.
Nah, don't worry.
me
Don't worry.
neither. Me neither, unfortunately.
Okay, so now we have most of the drivers. Now, who should we start with, and why is Firestar in the other voice chat? Firestar, stay here. There's no race 3. Stay here. Now, I would like to begin with our race 1 winner, but he is currently not here. So we'll just start with our race 2 winner, Falcon. How does it feel to go back to the top step of the podium?
I very much don't deserve that race win. I don't know yet what happened in the first corner, but I somehow avoided 9 cars going in there and got pretty much a 5-second lead instantly. So that was very nice. The first race was a bit, suboptimal because I got spun myself in lap 2 or 3. So I had to catch up from P7, but I still managed to do P3, I think, in the end.
Yep. Yeah, it was a great damage limitation from you. Now we are gonna ask our P2 overall. So P2 overall in the championship and our P2 finisher in race 1, Vipersonics.
So yeah, everything went crazy, race 1 and 2. In race 1, I created a huge gap at the start for first few laps, but on one lap, not sure which one, at the end of first sector I spun and Virus took the first place. Thankfully I catched up, and the last lap was had a lot of fighting. Unfortunately, in the last corners of the last lap, when I overtook him, were side by side by him, he pushed me off the track. I don't think it was intentional, but it gave me a penalty, so I had to slow down and give him the win.
Okay. We'll have a check. We'll have a check.
So for race 2, a traffic jam.
Viruses in voice 1.
Tiny reaction. I hit the back of someone and crashed. Spun. Hello, Virus.
Hello, Virus.
Hi. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Viper. As now, I want to ask our race 1 winner and rookie of the championship, Virus. Tell us about your races.
Sorry, can you repeat?
I wanted to ask you about your races, since you're the rookie of the championship, just joining here for the first time, and winning on your debut. So tell us about it.
Okay, race 1 was totally unexpected. I was a bit slower. Come cavolo si dice?
Vipersonics.
On the front. And I tried so hard to keep my pace. Mid race, I watched my steering wheel. I saw that I was on traction control 3, and I switched to 5. And the last lap was what to say. I enjoyed a lot myself in this race, and GG to the other guys. They are very fast. That was a good fight. Race 2, opposite of nice. I just tried to go to the finish line, and I got some point, I think.
Yeah, you got 1 point for finishing B10.
Okay. I got the bonnet totally smashed, and I didn't see anything.
Yeah, we saw from the broadcast. And what do you have to say to all the Italian fans cheering for you and Alpha here?
Ragazzi, cavolo, non me l'aspettavo, sono felicissimo e mi sono divertito un botto. Grazie per aver seguito.
Thank you very much. Now, let's...
Virus, I have one question to ask you. It's a product of these cars. So traction control. The elusive traction control 6. Are you a brave enough man to go to traction control 6, or are you a traction control 5 kind of guy?
But I was very slippery, and so I switched to 5 to be more consistent.
Okay. That's cool to know.
He's a lot
the rookie
difficult.
winner.
Sorry?
I said that's cool to know from the Ricky winner in RaceRoom. Thank you for letting me know.
Okay.
All right.
Or us now.
Thank you for you.
Now let's move. So we heard from the two race winner and from Vipersonics who finished P2 and P3. Sorry, P2 and P4, because on P3 for the first time on the podium we have Paradox.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Tell us about your races.
Well, I hadn't really practiced for this week's race because I was busy doing other stuff. So I was pretty nervous when I first started. I started P7 the first race and climbed my way up to P3. But unfortunately, I lost a place to Vipersonics, but he is faster than me, so it was expected. And then in race 2, I got, again, I started P4 and then I got traffic jammed. So I went back to P7 again, and then I just, like, I don't know, I suppose I had a Ryan Gosling moment. I just drove my way up to P3.
Yeah, that was a very good performance from you, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, Firestar.
Yeah.
Tell us about your races.
I want to forget that first race, to be honest. That was a race to forget. Finished P7. There was a few incidents. I think I killed Delta at one point when I turned 1-2 when I almost went off track, but I stayed on and went back around, and then he crashed into my rear and spun out. But yeah, no, there was a lot of incidents. Second race, just chaos. I just see people spinning out right and left in front of me on the first lap or two, and I just got into P2 and it was a pretty boring race.
Okay, thank you. Now let's go to Alphamax.
Yeah, I'm here, sadly.
Yep.
Ooh.
So yeah, I mean, race 1 was quite frustrating all around. I had a little bit of pace, of course, but well, both in the contact with mods, which I feel like was once again my miscalculation, and literally all the battling, which it was like trying an overtaking spot and just not finding a way through. Yeah, it was just frustrating. Then race 2, yeah, I mean, once again, shit happens. So can I say something in Italian just to convey the message, because I don't think English could be enough to convey what I'm about to say, and I swear it's not swear word.
Maybe I'll translate after, but yeah, go for it.
Se prendessimo RaceRoom Raceway e la demolissimo in favore di una Lidl, io sarei perfettamente d'accordo. Seriamente.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that our German friends and European friends can understand you, because Lidl is quite big around here, so.
I mean, that's maybe an Aldi would work well, but
I mean,
yeah, all around frustrating race, and I just wish to move to the next round, really.
Yeah, that's a good option, and I'm pretty sure that it's the same that many drivers here want to do, and one of them surely is our fellow Italian Delta. Tough luck in both races, especially at the first corner, so tell us about your races.
May I, is it my time to speak?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Like, I'm more chill now that the race ended. And first of all, I wanted to say sorry to Alpha because...
No, it's not your fault, mate. Once again, it's just a racing isn't the thing.
Don't worry, I will buy you an ice cream one day.
Right. Guess we'll both buy ice cream then.
The bribing is crazy.
Jokes aside, like, I tried to learn from my mistakes I did in Portimao race 2, the miscalculation at the start of the race, and let's say my luck wasn't turning on me today. Like, I had a pretty rough race, but 2 pretty rough days to be more accurate, and I still tried my best to gain some position back. Like, if I recall correctly, I finished P7 and PA6 or P8, P6, which is still good for me, but I cannot help but feel a bit disappointed by today's race.
Okay. Thank you for for sharing. Now, I want to move to someone that had probably his best result in the entire championship today, Dingleby.
Yeah. Race 1 was really solid for me. I think having less people here made it easier for me to keep up with people. And that put me on starting P2 for race 2, and I had an alright start, and I ended up hitting, I think it's Delta that I might have hit.
Don't remember if you were the white car.
On race 2 at race start.
Don't.
I think I hit someone. I felt they probably could have given more space.
Nah, don't worry, mate.
but
We'll look at it later. Don't worry.
It's whatever. So that happened, and then I slowly trickled down from P2 to P7 and finished there. Lost P6 on the last lap, which kind of sucked, but yeah, that's how it went. So happy with the result.
Okay, thank you very much. As we now have 2 people left to interview, we go to Salvatore.
Nothing really to add there. I was just slow, way slower than I should be on my usual pace versus people here. Then I've got I've got really annoying and unfortunate issues with my preferred input device, which forced me to swap the controllers mid-race in a race 2. But to be honest, that changed nothing. I would have been in last places anyways, so nothing to add here.
Okay.
In this case, I just started letting people through instead of fighting.
Understandable.
That sad day for mob boss turned politician. Sorry for all that happened to yourself.
And we now move to our last but definitely not least driver to interview. That it's currently here. Sadly, Miech and C1 decided to leave early. Understandable. Nesu.
Despite my lawyer desperately telling me that I should not give a speech right now,
Give the speech.
I have a lot of things to say. Before the start of the race, let's just say that half an hour before the end of practice, someone decided to leave the game and go and beat some records on Hot Pursuit. Definitely not throwing me off balance. And during the qualifying, I was so busy listening to the streams that I realized only 2 minutes after that the qualifying has started. And I basically was able to do only 1 lap. The first race, it was, kind of alright. It was more of a recovery race, watching everyone just die around me, and I just went through for quite a while. The second race, though, I don't remember which position I started. Was it like something like P5, P6?
I have to check. I don't remember.
Basically that. And after all the incidents that happened on the first lap, I was around like P4 or so. And I had a very huge boost in morale because I thought, okay, so maybe I'm gonna lose like 1 or 2 positions, but it's still gonna be like P5 or P6. But then at the end of the lap, certain someone decided that it's gonna be very nice to, check the rear end of my car a little bit closer. It made me spin out and go to the lower positions. I still recovered to P8.
I am
finally
not gonna
enough,
snitch. I am not gonna snitch who
I
that
know,
person was.
I know, I already know, so don't worry about that. But I'm gonna have some personal talks with him afterwards. Anyways,
oh no, you're not
Bro's
actually
getting
going to
fired.
Jacksonville, are you?
Miech
Oh,
getting
no.
fired before GTA 6.
Okay, I'll just
As your
decide he won't.
lawyer,
Okay, jokes aside,
advise you
please.
not to do that.
Jokes aside, please continue.
Basically, funnily enough, if you check my race results, and if you check my average finishing position, you have the race 1, where I DNF'd from 1 race but finished P7 in another one. Then you have Portimao, where I finished in those races P7, and here I finished P6 and P8. The average position would be in the 7. I guess the curse
Sadly, it's
continues.
not P27.
You mean, what, 27? You don't want to score points? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Understood,
Okay.
yeah.
So, thank you. Thank you, Nesu, and thank you, everyone. Thank you all for participating in this last round. We had a little less people than usual. We had only 12 drivers today, but you gave us some pretty good races. So, thank you very much. And that's it for tonight. So, I thank you for driving. I thank E for being here commentating with me. I thank Sky that sadly isn't here anymore chatting with us. She already went, but thanks to her as well. Thanks to C1 and Miech, who aren't here, but thanks to them for racing. And thanks to all the viewers, Polish, Italian, wherever. And also to our Mochi that sadly couldn't drive today. Also a big shout out to Mana that couldn't join us. So thank you all. And I've been Tiziano Raimondi, your host. And I'll see you in Stowe next week, same time, for the 4th round of the DRSC Downtown RaceRoom Silhouette Championship. Have a good one.